Satnam, Vaheguru, blessings. It's nice to be back again after the euphoria of Vaisakhi and all the celebrations. We had a ball as a family making deg, and the number of people who have sent in video clips of the families making deg, it's really heartwarming. And this is one way to ensure that every family celebrates Vaisakhi in their own way as well. Celebration should start from the house, and everyone should be participating in them. So we are back to the book today, and once again, a very happy month of Vasak, which obviously this is the month of Vasak, and hopefully we can stay in a celebratory mode as we slowly overcome this pandemic and the lockdown that we have had. But spirits must be kept up at all times, and as our slogan says, if you can't go out, go in. So hopefully everyone has a wonderful, happy month of Vasak, which will go on to about the 14th of May, the next month. And by then, hopefully, things will start slowly go back into normalcy. The last chapter, chapter 8, was on meditation, Naam Simran. Meditation, Naam Simran, as we went through it, it was wonderful for the responses we are getting back. We had Saas Simran, we had Dhyan Simran, and we had Padayatra. Three basic different kinds of meditation, the Sikh way, and also to elevate yourself on a daily basis. In fact, come to think of it, everything that you do should be in a meditative mode. For example, you're listening to me now. Relax, remove the furrows from your face, your forehead, drop your shoulders, and breathe deeply. And all you've got to do is listen and maybe start taking on certain ideas of your own. And I have to do the work of reading it, but let me assure you, I am completely in a meditative state myself. I put myself into that kind of a frame of mind so that I myself can get the maximum benefit out of what I am reading. So here goes. This chapter, chapter 9, is a very, very important chapter again. This is mindful visualization for success and happiness. Mindful visualization for success and happiness. मन बच कर्म प्रभ अपना त्याई. In thought, word, and deed, I meditate upon my Lord, the source of all reality. This is page 200, Guru Granth Sahib. Man bach karm prab apna tyai. In thought, word, and deed, I meditate upon my Lord, the source of all reality. The buzzword in the corporate world about meditation is mindfulness. The word mindfulness somehow makes it modern, more cool. So be it. Rather than treating meditation as an exercise in otherworldliness or a time out from the reality of this life, mindfulness is an exercise at visualization of these earthly realities and one's personal aspirations. For me, one other difference from what is termed mindfulness meditation is that I reach for the source of all reality, Vaheguru. Even in this seemingly mundane exercise, I call mindful visualization. As mentioned elsewhere earlier, our thoughts become our words become our actions become our life. We also know that one needs to adopt a state of Chaddi Kala, a cheery, upbeat temperament. Our temperament influences the aura or the subtle body around us. This immediate energy surrounding each of us is referred to by various names like aura, cosmic blanket, the force, cosmic energy, the subtle environment, and so on and so forth. It is therefore logical to assume that if we wish to have abundance come our way, then we need to be proactive. Make some changes in our life and our outlook towards life. We also need to radiate these aspirations into the aura around us. For a start, we need to have an outlook exuding a sense of well-being, not only to ourselves, but to all those around us. Not to be selfish. So we are not only wanting for ourselves, but wishing for the best for everyone around us. Furthermore, we must be an epitome of love, kindness, compassion, and giving. Then we are in a position to ask for more, because we intend to give. One can only keep replenishing one's glass if one also keeps emptying it. We need to be looking for the greater good for all, not just for ourselves. So we can look for progress for ourselves because we wish to do more for others. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Sikh master, requests of God in his epic poem Benti Chaupi, Sukhi vasai moro parvara, sevak Sikh sabay kartara. May my family live happily ever after, and may every Sikh of mine be a servant of God. In other words, our greatest prayer should be that we are of service to humanity. Let us concentrate on better circumstances for ourselves so that we can be of service. We can be of greater service if we have more for ourselves, or abundance is flowing our way. And abundance does flow our way if we tune ourselves in to receive because we wish to give. Denda de, lende thak pai. This is page 2, Japji Sahib, Guru Granth Sahib. The great giver keeps on giving, while those who receive grow weary of receiving. Take the example of the instructions given on airlines when the oxygen masks drop from the ceiling. First one is asked to secure the oxygen mask on oneself before even helping a child. The motto is that one can only be of greater good if one has the means and tools first, and one is secure and ready of service, to be ready of service. What do you ask for? This is not about striking the lottery nor of having a palatial home with a yacht and a Rolls Royce. It is about bettering ourselves to be of greater service to humanity and all of God's creatures as a means of paying back for this wonderful life. This kind of wishing also leads to fulfillment, which is an integral part of happiness. Watch the changes taking place around you as time goes by. It is similar to New Year resolutions, but a little more substantial and set for a period. So this kind of wishing is for a longer period, maybe 5 years. Ask yourself, 1. What do I wish to have achieved in 5 years? Set an exact date. Make it a definite set of achievements and attainments. Let me remind you, if in 5 years all you want is, say, a good partner, 2 lovely children, a comfortable home, 2 cars in the garage, and no mortgage with, say, $1 million in your bank account, then this will not work, because these are selfish aspirations. Let me also assure you, these kind of aspirations do not bring genuine happiness. Your desire should be to be of greater service to humanity. You wish for fulfillment, not just materialism, Maya. Number 2, how can I be of better service to those around me? Built into that answer will be your own personal aspirations and achievements. 3, what are the tools I will need to achieve my aspirations? Number 4, where do I wish to have reached in that period? Write down these aspirations and review them, making minor adjustments for a period of a couple of weeks. Keep the piece of paper in your wallet and periodically cite it to refresh yourself of what you have written. Meditate upon the aspirations you have written. Visualize your success day by day and keep putting positive vibes about them out there. Be positive. Visualize that day 5 years ahead and visualize that what you had wished for has materialized. So your writing should convey that. Do not use words like I wish or I shall try. Write a definite scenario which you want to achieve. This blueprint then becomes the launch pad for your next 5 years. Then watch them manifest as the 5 years go by. Watch with amazement as your life is shaped in that direction that you have wished for and aspire for. Aspirations along these lines are upbeat, vibrant, positive, and in line with what the universe has in store for you. Your path to emancipation, your path to godhood. Jaisa seve taiso hoy. Guru Granth Sahib, page 223. Jaisa seve taiso hoy. They become just like the one they serve. It is God's work to be of service to others. I shall cite my own example for just over 20 years. In 1992, I aspired to have a world music group singing about spirituality, universal truths, care for the environment, doing workshops on meditation, and generally being of service to fellow human beings to better themselves and better myself in the process. Yes, it all happened in a strange way. I lost my regular job and was virtually forced to move towards my aspirations, and by 1995, our world music group had gone as far as Singapore from Adelaide, South Australia, where we originated. Performing and doing workshops at folk, art, New Age festivals, kirtan in gurdwaras, and inspiring Sikh youth at youth camps. In 1997, I asked for more of the same and greater progress. By year 2002, we had 8 music albums to our name and were making a difference. In year 2002, I aspired to take my group regularly on world tours, more music albums and greater accolades and touching more people. It all happened. We traveled to North America, United Kingdom, Germany, Kenya, Malaysia, and Singapore, performing at arts and folk festivals and gurdwaras. From that moment in 1992, my inner desires have manifested. Within all that, I had also asked for health and financial well-being, family support, and happiness and harmony in the family. We have had our ups and downs, a downturn in our finances, and a family accident which almost killed our middle daughter Hasil. But the aspirations and the desire to be of service certainly paid dividends over the long term. I am certain that my downturns were bad karma being paid up on the way. The elements, meanwhile, kept on providing me with the necessary tools, the right musicians, the right friends, and financial support from generous donors to continue serving humanity through our hymns, music, and thoughts on life. Our group has toured to many parts of the globe. We have about 30 albums to our credit to date. We are all healthy and well, and my daughters are all doing well through their own ups and downs in line with their own state in karma, but being of service to society throughout. They lead a full life and have found happiness in what they do. They are successful and receive their due accolades for the work they do. Money is not the motivation and should never be. Doing good and being of service to humankind is the motivation in one's dharma. In short, Vaheguru's work is being done, and in so doing, there is a great sense of fulfillment, attracting just rewards and leading naturally and smoothly to well-being, a sense of success and genuine happiness. Therefore, part of your daily meditation should be a visualization of your aspirations into the future. Make these visualizations by writing them down and then, from time to time, dwelling upon them as part of your dreams and visualizations. Then watch as the elements around you do the rest. Naturally, as you visualize, you will yourself be moving in that direction. Your efforts will be geared towards achieving what you wish for, and the elements too get tuned in to help you on. You will meet people giving you a hand on the way, and things will happen leading you in the right direction. I find this exercise most productive when I go for a walk. Do not take an iPod to listen to music or even inspirational clips when walking. Certainly one cannot do this if taking the dog for a walk, because inevitably one's attention goes into the needs of the pet. If walking with someone, do not go for a chat walk, but your partner should allow you and himself, herself, to walk in silence and in one's own thoughts. Now visualize all your aspirations that you have written down, materializing as time goes on. One can also do this while swimming or jogging. In today's language, put it out there. Picture yourself on that date that you have set yourself. What do you look like? What does your partner's spouse look like? He, she too has played a part in your aspirations. What about your children? Help them find their own direction. Visualize all the goals you have set as having materialized. In fact, what you are doing is planning your next 5 years and urging yourself and the elements around you in that direction. This form of meditation can also be used for short-term aspirations. You have a presentation to make. You visualize the planning that goes into it. You visualize what your audio-visual aids look like. Visualize going through all the steps of your presentation and receiving the accolades on a job well done. Visualize and plan on succeeding, and you shall. I visualize every important concert that I do with my group. I consider the numbers that I will sing. I visualize the stage setting. I think of special instructions I have to give to each group colleague. I visualize the crowd receiving our concert. I virtually play the whole concert through my mind, and I visualize the amazing reception the crowd gives us on conclusion of the show. My group has a reputation for not rehearsing as a group. I depend fully on visualization, and the result is sometimes so startling that it even amazes us. Do not underrate the power of visualization. Watch the magic happen just as you have visualized it. The subtle environment around you looks for clues from you as to how a scene needs to be played out, and it is certainly influenced by you. If you allow yourself to work on this method and preempt the outcome. I have a great story to tell about the power of visualization, even for mundane purposes. You will find this quite amusing. Michael Jackson had planned his history tour in 1996, and Adelaide, South Australia, where we then stayed, was one of his stops. My daughters, especially my youngest, Pavan, are huge fans. Tickets were from about $200 upwards, and I could not afford so much money to ensure that they could go. I did tell them, however, that if they started visualizing going for the concert, it will happen. I told them that I would also do my part for them. I am an avid walker and loved going down to the beach almost every morning for a long walk when I would do meditation, say my morning prayers, and generally plan my day. Basically, I do my Japji Sahib as I'm walking. So I started visualizing my daughters not only going for the show, but as guests of Michael Jackson. Ridiculous. Ludicrous. Yeah. As the days went by, I could even see the clothes that they wore and how Michael meets them and invites them to come for his show. The visualization became quite vivid as the day approached. Meanwhile, Beta, can you get me a tissue? Meanwhile, I hope you're listening to this story.
Yeah.
My daughters started working on a plan B. Well, they did not believe me really. To be honest, neither did I at that stage. They had planned that they would find a vantage point at a hill near the Adelaide Oval where the concert would be held. It's called Colonel Light's Memorial. And take a blanket along with other goodies to eat and drink and at least listen to the concert from there. 2 days before Michael Jackson arrived, we had a call from a children's charity for which our group had done a charity concert not long before. The lady at the other end asked whether my daughters would like to join some of their children to see Mr. Jackson as he arrived at the Hyatt Hotel, a marketing exercise to show Michael's love for children. My daughters were, of course, thrilled at the opportunity. Unlike everyone else who wants to dress in black, just like Michael, they dressed in bright, colorful Punjabi clothes. No better way to be noticed, and went for the event. As the elements would have it, on a whim, my daughters started singing one of our renditions. Mool Mantra. Ek Onkar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirbhav Nirvair Akal Murth Ajuni Saibhang Gur Prasad. And as Michael Jackson came near, they started singing this. He was attracted, came up to them, stopped by them, listened, talked to them briefly, and went on. A short while later, a blonde lady hurried out and seeing them asked if they were the ones who Michael had stopped to talk to. If so, Michael would like to see you in his room. The long and the short of it was that my daughters ended up on stage with Michael Jackson, accompanying him in singing Heal the World, and our youngest, Pavan, played the Little Girl in the Earth song. As a bonus, I received 2 upfront tickets to see the whole show. Visualization is a powerful tool. If used correctly, it can bring all the happiness and success you ever dreamed of. You need to believe. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? What do you wish to have achieved for humankind? What do you need to have to achieve these lofty aspirations? Start working on these aspirations and see the results as the days go by. Remember that the greatest genuine happiness is to be of service to your fellow human beings or Vaheguru's other creatures or creation in general. Your visualization will work if you keep that in mind, and when stepping onto the path of this exercise as your desired end result. It's a short chapter. Exercise 9. I would ask you to read the chapter again. Listen to it again. It's fairly short. Visualization is very, very powerful, very important. But visualization with Vaheguru in your heart at all times. Part of your meditation. Take a piece of paper and write where you want to be in 5 years and what you need to have achieved. Write it down. Simple. Visualize it, write it down, correct it. Check that piece of paper occasionally and keep making minor adjustments for at least the first year. Then leave that paper for 4 years. See the startling results as time goes by at the end of that 5-year period. Just reviewing your direction in reflective moments for 5 years is powerful meditation in itself. Remember, how can you be of service to humankind and what are the tools you need? Finally, a footnote. In all this, a reminder about your spiritual well-being and progress. One should not forget one's daily routine of meditation, charging one's spiritual battery by remembering with humble gratitude the all-pervading continuous presence of the source of all reality, and for a Sikh, humbly seeking his Vaheguru's grace. Well, that's the chapter. Sit back, relax. This life is very exciting. There is so much you can do in this life, not just for selfish purposes, but to be of service to humanity. Meditation is a very powerful tool. With it is visualization. I have been very fortunate. This Vaisakhi has been unbelievable for me. Within the pandemic, we have had such an exciting time that you cannot imagine. We have also now decided to do a special Dya Singh channel on YouTube. If you need the information to find out, I'm sure there are ways and means of finding that out. You can put it down in front, Jamil. And we first of all need 1,000 people to register to, what do you call it? Jamil?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. The official term is subscribe to this particular YouTube channel, which will be Dya Singh. And I will put out renditions, shabads in contemporary form. The first one we are going to put out, which is very exciting, which is being done at the moment, is called, it's an Australian term, no worries. And no worries, literally translated into Gurbani, the other way around, no worries translated into Gurbani is Chinta mat karo. And there is a shabad called Nanak Chinta mat karo, Chinta tis hi hai. We have used an amazing array of instruments, West Indian steel band style, and we also have an African personality called Dorinda Hefner, who has lent her voice for this, for the English narrations part of it. So we're going to come up with contemporary yet spiritually based renditions, also based on Gurbani, for the younger generation of Sikhs and for the Sikhs who are young at heart, and also non-Sikhs, those who love the sort of things that we are doing. Again, I'm very grateful to SikhNet for giving us amazing support for this. Gurmastak, Guruka, Harijot. I know I've met the rest of the team, but I can't remember their names now. Bless you all. You have been absolutely marvelous. And again, from Australia, Sikh Youth Australia, Satwant Kelly and his team, who have been absolutely wonderful in giving me the backing for the things that I can do. I've reached 70. And for the time that I've got left, if I can be of service along the lines of the kind of personality I am, I will consider it an honor. Meanwhile, this is the book, Sikhing Success and Happiness. It's available on Amazon.com, and you can also write in to our website, dyasingh.com, and get the cheaper version, which was produced in India, smaller font. This one has the bigger font. This is the hardcover copy. There's also a soft cover copy, and I think you can get it as an e-book as well from Amazon. Thank you very much, and once again, a very happy Vasak month. Vasak month is going to go on till the 13th or 14th of May, and 13th of May is my grandson's birthday. So, with Vahiruji's grace, hopefully by the time this lockdown has been eased and we are able to start going out and continuing with regular life, yet hopefully having transformed ourselves into a new way of life after the pandemic. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Vaheguru, Satnam, and blessings.